Once upon a time there lived at Oxford a rich churl. He was a carpenter by trade. At his house lived a poor scholar, Pleasant Nicholas. This carpenter had recently married a wife. He was jealous and kept her on a short leash. She was lovely. One day this Pleasant Nicholas happened to flirt and play with this young wife.
Sweetheart, love me right away or I'll die, so God help me.
She couldn't resist him anymore, so she finally granted him her love.
You must be very discreet in this matter.
Now there was a parish clerk of that church, who was called Absalom. He went very elegantly in red hose. He could dance and play song tunes on a small fiddle. But to tell the truth, he was a little squeamish about farting, and prim in his speech. He had a special fancy for the carpenter's wife. When night came, the moon shone brightly, and Absalom, with flute, went to the carpenter's house and sang in his refined voice to Ellison.
"Why, Allison, don't you hear Absalom singing?"
So things went on. One day the carpenter went on a trip to Aussie, and Nicholas and Allison hatched the plan to an effect, so that she could sleep in his arms all night. It followed that all that Saturday and until sundown on Sunday, Nicholas stayed quiet in his room, and John wondered what was up with him.
"This is Oxford!"
So he smashed the door to his room and saw Nicholas in some madness or fit, but soon after shaking Nicholas, he was awake.
Bring me something to drink. I wish to speak to you in private.
So he told the poor carpenter of a flood to come tomorrow night, and that he must prepare for it, and that they all three must stay and pray silently in separate tubs till the flood begins. Ellison, of course, was aware of this plan. The poor carpenter, so tired from his work preparing the tubs and such, fell asleep from exhaustion. Thus lay Ellison and Nicholas in diligence of mirth and pleasure. While all of this was happening, Absalom had heard that the carpenter had not appeared outside his house for some time. Absalom decided to visit Ellison.
Now I'll tell Ellison all my love sickness.
When the first cock had crowed, up rose this lusty lover, and went to the carpenter's house.
What do you do, honeycomb, sweet Ellison?
Go away and let me sleep.
Alas and alack that our true love was so ill used. Kiss me.
Alright, I'm coming right away.
Really? Woohoo!
Get ready, I'm going to pull a good one.
She opened her window. Absalom wiped his mouth, and he fared neither better nor worse than with his mouse to kiss her naked arse with much relish and lovesickness.
Fie, alas, what have I done? I'll pay you back. Sup, Gervais? This hot coulter in the chimney there, lend it to me, I have something to do with it. Hello again, sweet love, I'm your Absalom with my mother's gold ring.
Nicholas decided to play a trick on Absalom, so he did as Ellison did to Absalom's call.
Speak, bird.
But he was ready, and the coulter went flying into Nicholas's arse.
Alas, water!
Water? The flood!
Then the neighbors came and saw that the carpenter had broken his arm with the fall.
Noah's flood! Alas!
Nicholas and Allison told all that he was mad, and the people set to laughing at his delusion. Thus plummed was the carpenter's wife, and Absalom had kissed her lower eye, and Nicholas is scalded in the bum. This tale is done, and God save all the company.